Jungkook and Yuna sit on the bench, each holding a cone of melting ice cream. Yuna giggling. You seriously eat like a kid. Jungkook, look, you got some on your nose again. Jungkook pouting. Yeah, it's not my fault. This ice cream melts faster than I eat. Yuna laughing, leaning closer to wipe his nose with her tissue. But Jungkook cocked her hand and grinning, wiping the dot of ice cream off her own nose with his thumb. Instead, Jungkook, there, fair enough. They both froze. The laughter faded, replaced by something heavier. Their eyes met, and for the long heartbeat, neither of them moved. The night seemed to still around them, even the distant sound dulled. Yuna's lips parted slightly, her breath catching. Jungkook felt his pulse race, his face inches from hers. The world slowly slipping away until it was just them. Ice cream dripping unnoticed onto the ground as they leaned in, feet mingling, eyes locked. Then Jungkook rang out loudly. Both of them flinched, pulling apart instantly. Jungkook laughing awkwardly. Oh, sorry, just a second. He fumbled with his phone, still blushing, and glancing at the caller ID. His smile softened instantly. Caller ID, BFF forever. Jungkook grinning. It's that. He answered. Tai, you okay? But the voice that answered isn't Taeyong. Unknown voice. No, he is not okay. Taeyong smiled. Jungkook smiled faded, confused. Who are you? What are you doing with Tai's phone? There was a brief silence, the sound of the cars in the background. Unknown voice. Oh, so his name is Tai? Jungkook. His name is Kim Taeyong. Did he lose his phone somewhere? Another buzz. The next word came like a punch to his chest. Unknown voice. No, he didn't lose his phone. A sharp breath. Unknown voice. He got into an accident. Jungkook's ice cream fell from his hand. His eyes widened, the color drained from his face. What? Yuna's laughter died instantly when she saw his expression. Jungkook, what happened? But he couldn't answer. The world around him blurred. The light, the sound, everything fading into the distant sound. All he could hear were those four words, replaying again and again. He got into an accident. The drive to the hospital felt endless. Jungkook's heart was pounding so hard it hurts. His hand trembled around the steering wheel as Yuna sat beside him, her face pale with worry. Yuna, Cook, please slow down. Jungkook, I can't, it's Tai. He needs me. They reached the emergency wing in a minute. That felt like hours. Jungkook didn't even bother parking properly. He just jumped out, sprinting toward the reception. Jungkook, Kim Taeyong, accident case, where is he? The nurse quickly directed him to the emergency room. Jungkook stood frozen outside the door, staring through the small glass window. Doctor and nurses moved around the still form, the faint peeping of monitor echoing in the air. Jungkook's breath came shallow and fast, eyes burning. Yuna gently placed a hand on his arm, whispering, He will be fine, Jungkook. Just wait. A minute later, the doctor stepped out, pulling off his clothes. Doctor, he is fine, just a slightly head injury and a panic-induced fainting spell. His body is still shocked, but he will regain consciousness by morning. Let him rest tonight. Jungkook's sneeze almost gave out as he relaxed, finally breathing properly after what felt like an eternity. Thank you, doctor. Thank you. Yuna squeezed his hand with a small comforting smile. See, he is safe now. But Jungkook slowly slipped his hand out of hers. His eyes fixed on the hospital door. Without another word, he walked inside. The door was dim and quiet. The rhythm of beeping of heart monitor was the only sound heard. Taeyong lay there, peaceful but pale, with a small bandage across his forehead. Jungkook moved closer, his eyes tracing every detail of Taeyong's face, the curve of his lashes, the faint crease between his brows, the soft parting of his lips as he breathed. He reached out with trembling fingers and brushed Taeyong's hair aside gently. Jungkook whispered, You idiot, you scared me to death. his vision blurred as tears flowed freely. Cupid tongue shook his thumb caressing Ty's skin. Then, without even realizing, he leaned down and pressed a soft kiss to Tae's forehead. Jungkook murmuring, "Kid, wait, Sunta, I can't live without you." Behind him, Yuna froze by the doorway, the word echoing in her mind, her lips parting in a surprise. Her heart fluttered for a second, but not from jealousy, from confusion. Was it just depression or something more? She forced a small smile to herself, convincing her thought. We have been together since childhood. Of course, it's just attachment, that's all. She stepped back silently, leaving Jungkook alone in the quiet room, his hands still resting on Tae's cheek, tears falling one by one. Soft daylight crept through the half-opened blinds. Tae's fingers twisted first, a dull usher throbbing behind his forehead, and then he blinked open his eyes. The white ceiling blurred for a moment before coming into focus. Something warm circled his hand. He turned his head slightly and saw Jungkook slumped in the chair, pulling right up to the bed, still holding Tae's hand in his both, his head resting awkwardly at the mattress edge, dark hair falling over his face. He exhaled as per Felix parting in a soft, uneven breath. For a long while, Tae just watched him, the usher in his chest heavier than the one in his head. Tae softly to himself, "You waited all night, didn't you, Cook?" He smiled faintly, thumb brushing Jungkook's knuckles. Jungkook stared at the touch, blinking awake, his eyes landing instantly to Tae's face. And then he saw him awake. The whole expression broke open with relief. Jungkook, "Tae, you are awake? Thank God, you scared me so bad." Tae tried to sit up, but Jungkook gently pushed him back down. "Tae, I'm fine, Cook, just a little dizzy." "Jungkook, don't move it," the doctor said to rest. He poured him a glass of water, helping him to sip it carefully. Their fingers brushed again. Jungkook's grip lingering along. Then it should have. Tae noticed, but said nothing. His heart was beating too fast. Tae, you didn't go home? Jungkook, couldn't. Not until I saw you open your eyes. He tried to smile, but his voice cracked halfway. Tae stared at him for a moment. He wanted to say don't cry or you mean too much to me or something that would make Jungkook smile again, but all he managed was a small horsey laugh. Tae, you are such a crybaby sometimes. Jungkook, yeah, but only for you. The words slipped out before he realized, and they both froze. Jungkook looked away quickly, pretending to fix Tae's blanket. Tae's cheeks flushed pink with his ears. A few minutes later, Jungkook called the doctor, who entered with a gentle smile, clipboard in hand. "Doctor, you are awake, Mr. Kim? How are you feeling?" Tae nodded softly. "Better, just a little headache." The doctor shook his pulse, adjusting the IV and scribbled something in his chart. "That's expected. You had a mild concussion and fainted from the shock. You are lucky there were bystanders who got you here in time. We will remove the IV later today, but for now rest and take your medicine." He smiles again before leaving quietly. Jungkook pulled his chair closer to the bed, sitting down in his elbow resting on his knees. His eyes were still red from the long night, but they softened when they landed on Tae. Jungkook, so how are you feeling now? Tae, smiling faintly. I'm good now. Just a little headache, nothing serious. Jungkook leaned back with a sigh of relief, his shoulder finally relaxing. Good. You had me terrified that when they said accident, I thought. He stopped himself, shaking his head before the thought could finish. Tae looked at him, guilty curling in his chest. He opened his mouth to say something, but the words died before they could form. Jungkook frowned slightly. What were you even doing out on the street that late? Anyway, the question hit Tae like a quiet storm. His throat tightened, his fingers fighting with the edge of the blanket. Tae, He couldn't say it. He couldn't tell Jungkook that he had followed him, watched him smile with Yuna, stood under the flickering street light, crying like a fool, thinking, what will he even think of me if I told him that? So he looked down silently. Jungkook waited a few seconds and exhaled softly, his tone gentle now. Fine. If you don't want to talk about it right now, we will talk about it later. Thong only nodded. I still downcast, the guilt and sadness swelling inside him. Jungkook reached out and ruffled his hair lightly, forcing a small smile. Just promise me, you won't scare me like this again. Okay? Thong smiled sweetly. I will try not to. But even as he said it, his heart whispered word he could never speak aloud. I will do it again just to see you safe and happy. Jungkook. Thong asked quietly. So, how was your date yesterday? Jungkook face turned a soft shade of pink. He scratched the back of his neck shyly and smiled. It was nice. Actually, we went on a park and ice cream. She laughed a lot. God, she is really funny. I never healed her hand for first time. Thong proceeded a small smile, nodding even as something heavy sunk in his chest. Jungkook continued, his eyes glistening with memory. She had a strand of her hair falling on her face, and I pushed it back. She looked so beautiful. Then she got ice cream on her nose, so I wiped it off, and he chuckled nervously. And when we were about to kiss, I got a call, the one about your accident. His expression turned serious. I swear I was terrified. My heart stopped. I didn't care about anything else. I ran here like crazy. He leaned closer, keeping Thong's face tenderly. But now you are here, fine, safe, right in front of me, breathing. I can finally breathe too. Thong's voice was barely above a whisper. And if I wasn't breathing, Jungkook, would you have given my place to someone else? Their eyes locked. Silence thick between them, emotion unspoken, but burning to the air. Jungkook didn't answer, he couldn't. Then suddenly the door cracked open. Yuna stepped inside with a small bouquet and a soft smile. Oh, you are awake? She said brightly, her eyes darting between the two of them, completely unaware of the tension that had just filled the room. Yuna walked in holding a small basket, her smile glowing like sunlight. I thought you two might be hungry, so I bought food. Soup for you, Thong, she said, placing the thermos on the bedside table. And your favorite sandwich, Jungkook? Jungkook eyes softening. You didn't have to, Yuna. I wanted to. She smiled, tracing a loose strand of her hair behind her ear. You didn't eat anything last night. You were too worried. Thong watched quietly as Yuna unpacked the food with gentle care. She was kind, sweet, beautiful, everything a person like Jungkook deserved. Every word she spoke carried warmth, and every glance she gave Jungkook was full of affection. Jungkook, you are seriously an angel, he said with a grin as she handed him the sandwich. Yuna laughed softly. Eat before I start feeling guilty about you starving yourself. Thong tried to smile, even managing a small chuckle. She is right, cook. You always keep meal when you worry too much. Jungkook turned to him as gentle. I couldn't help it, you scared me. Yuna placed the bowl of steaming food in front of Thong. It's just vegetable soup, light and good for recovery. Thong accepted it with both hands, whispering, Thank you, Yuna. You are really sweet. Yuna smiles, sitting down beside Jungkook. I'm just glad you are okay. He was losing his mind last night, she said with a teasing glance toward Jungkook. Jungkook playfully rolled his eyes. Don't expose me like that. They both laughed. That easy, bright laughter that once used to belong to Thong and Jungkook alone. Now it belongs to them. Thong lowered his gaze, staring the soup slowly. He didn't want to break her heart. How could he? Yuna was perfect, the kind of girl who would never keep Jungkook feel lonely, who would make sure he smiles every day. As Jungkook and Yuna continued talking about the date, about the park, about silly little things, Thong watched it up with a bittersweet smile. His chest touched, but somewhere beneath the pain there was a peace. He thought she will keep him happy, she will protect his heart in a way he never can, and that was enough. For the first time in a long while, Dong breathed, not out of joy but out of quiet acceptance. His best friend was safe, loved, and smiling. That was all he had ever wanted. The next morning, Dong sat on the couch, wrapped in blankets, still recovering. Jungkook had decided to stay all night to look after him, refusing to leave when Dong hesitated. He was fine. Soon after breakfast, Yuna arrived carrying toothpick and a bright smile. Yuna, I thought you boys might need a little help cleaning. This place looks like storm. Hit it. Jungkook scratched the back of his neck sheepishly. Yeah, the storm name is Yeon Jungkook. Dong chuckled, more like Tornado Jungkook. Yuna laughed and joined in. Alright, Tornado and his assistant, let's clean up. The three of them spent next hour tidying up. Jungkook dusted the shelf, Yuna folded laundry, and Dong sat on the couch giving half serious directions. Occasionally, Jungkook would come by to check it. Dai needed anything? The glass of water, the snacks, or just company? After cleaning, they all moved to the kitchen to prepare lunch. Yuna insisted to cooking something healthy for Dong, and Jungkook immediately offered it to help her. Dong forced it. Dong, before worried of sitting alone, hopping up into the kitchen counter, legs swinging. Jungkook slices apple, tossing the piece toward Jungkook. Dong, Jungkook, here, open your mouth. Dong goggled between his teeth and grinned. Perfect aim, chef. Jungkook chuckled. Told you I am good aim. While Jungkook stayed in the pan beside Yuna, she reached for the same spoon as him, their fingers brushing. Both froze for a second, their eyes met, and then looked away shyly. Dong saw everything, a little smile, the soft laughter, the sparkle in Jungkook's eyes. He tried to smile, but something heavy pressed on his chest. Feeling out of place, he jumped out of the counter, snatching the plate of freshly cut fruits from Jungkook's hand and muttered, I'll be in the living room. Don't burn the kitchen down. Jungkook called out playfully, Yes, sir, and Yuna giggled behind him. Dong sunk into the sofa, turning on the TV and searched through the channels until he found Call Me By Your Name, his favorite movie. As the opening music played, he leaned back, whispering softly to himself, Funny, how I always crave this movie when I am feeling lonely. On the screen, two boys in Italy, their story unfolding. Dong eyes softened, lost between memory and longing. Jungkook and Yuna carried the trays carefully into the living room. The aroma of the soup and the fresh rice filling the air. Dong was sitting cross-legged onto the couch, eyes glued on the TV. Jungkook put the tray down on the coffee table and tried tilted his head, watching him for a second. Hey, why are you look so sad? Dong blinked, forcing a smile. Sad? I'm not sad. But then, while he smiled, his eyes gave him away. Yuna, who was placing the soup beside him, noticed it too. She thought, even when he is smiling, Jungkook can still see through it. That's rare. Jungkook sat down beside him, his bowl drawn together. Come on, Tai. I can feel it. You look like your heart somewhere else. Dong chuckled softly, paused the movie and lowered his gaze. You know, guys, I was just thinking I might have thought we'll eat your date yesterday. Yuna immediately shook her head, smiling warmly. No, you didn't. Don't say that, she said kindly while handing him the bowl of soup. Dong smiles a little better, but his voice stayed quiet. You are too sweet to admit it, Yuna. Jungkook frowned. Tai, you didn't third wheel anything. You needed me, that's it. Our date was almost over anyway. Don't take it to heart. Still, Dong murmured under his breath. Still, I did. Before Jungkook could respond, Yuna interrupted gently. Don't talk like that. If anything, this way we got more time to spend together. I mean, look, we are here now having lunch, cleaning, cooking together. Jungkook and I got to hang out more. Got your favorite movie time? Dong forced a soft laugh and nodded, though his face touched at her words. Yeah, that's correct. Jungkook gave him shoulder a light pat, smiling. See that? She could never run anything, not my life at least. For the moment, Dong just looking at him, his lips pressed into a smile. He ate too much. Then Jungkook said cheerfully, now eat before your soup gets cold. They started eating together, Shuna chatting about something funny that happened in class. Jungkook laughing with his mouth full and Dong quietly spooning his soup, pretending to listen, but really just harmonizing Jungkook's smile. After lunch, Shuna had dozed off on the Jungkook's shoulder while the movie played quietly. Her soft breathing and peaceful expression made him smile. Carefully, he picked her up, cradling her like a delicate treasure, and carried her to the guest room so she could sleep properly. After all, she had done cleaning, cooking, helping him, and making sure Thai was okay. He placed her gently onto the bed, tucking the blanket around her. She murmured softly in her sleep, curling into the blanket, and Jungkook's lips covered into a soft, fond smile. She is cute, he thought, lingering for a moment before quietly leaving and closing the door behind him. Back in the living room, Jungkook froze. Thai was asleep on the couch, TV playing. TV still flickered. A kissing scene from his favorite movie played silently. Jungkook stared, eyes followed the scene, remembering how Thai once fantasizes about someone kissing him just that way. He shook his head lightly, trying to clean the thought but couldn't look away. Carefully, he leaned down and picked Thai up, intending to move him to his room. As his hair went around Dong's shoulder, Jungkook froze. The closeness, the faint rise and fall of Dong's breathing, the soft warmth of his face so near, and then, impossibly, in his mind, the kiss on the TV replayed, merging with what he saw before him. His eyes drifted from Dong's eyelashes to the curve of his lips, lingering on the faint mood scattered across his cheek. The warmth spread, a forbidden urge bubbling up, an almost terrible desire to press gentle kisses to each small mark on Thai's face. Jungkook shook his head again, scolding himself silently. No, this is Thai. He is asleep, just carry him. But as he carefully lifted Thai into his arms, walking to the guest room, he couldn't help but notice very delicate fissure stayed uncomfortably close to Thai's face, memorizing it, the soft curve of his lips, the way his hair fell onto his forehead, the faint shadow of his lashes. Every step toward Thai's room, Jungkook's heart beat faster, a confusing mix of protectiveness, longing, and something deeper that he hadn't fully acknowledged it. By the time he reached the door, the gently laid Thai onto the bed, tucking the blanket around him. He paused for a moment, just watching him sleep, so peaceful, so delicate. Before he even realized it, he found himself sitting on the edge of the bed, one careful step closer, and he hesitated. Then, without thinking, he gently lay down beside Thai. The warmth of Thai's body, the quiet rhythm of his breathing, the soft rise and fall of his chest, it all sent a strange dizziness thrill through Jungkook. Thai stirred in his sleep as if sensing Jungkook nearby. Suddenly, he wrapped his small arm and leg around Jungkook, clenching close, pressing his body against his. Thai nuzzles his face into Jungkook's neck, sighing softly, and Jungkook's chest gave it a bit. Butterflies exploding inside him, leaving him flushed and awkwardly aware of the clothes they wear. Thai's tiny hand moved gently, keeping Jungkook shakes, tilting his own face upward in sleep. Without opening his eyes, he pressed soft kisses along Jungkook's cheek, murmuring quietly, I love you, Cookie. He snuggled closer, his warm body melting against Jungkook's, and finally drifted back to sleep. Jungkook lay frozen, cheeks burning like an idiot, mind spinning with the maze of the thought and emotion. His heart thundered in his chest. He just said he loves me while asleep and kissing me on my cheek. He tried to rationalize it. That was sleep. It's innocent, just clenching, but every instinct in him screamed otherwise. Jungkook fingers twitched, almost wanting to touch Thai's hair, but he didn't dare. He just stayed still, feeling Thai's warmth rippling every small kiss, every whispered word, every innocent and intimate gesture. It was a complete miss, and he loved every second of it. The morning sun spilled into the dining area. The aroma of pancakes, fresh fruit, and the tea filled the air, and the three of them sat together, on the one side, Shankuk and Tai cross from each other. Shankuk eyes over foreign on the food, not really. They were fixed on Tai, who was quietly buttering his toast, humming softly to himself. The way the sunlight hit Tai's hair, the gentle movement of his hand, Jungkook felt a surge of fondness. He couldn't explain. Hyuna, cook, could you pass me the pancake? The word floating through the air, but Jungkook didn't register them. He was lost, completely absorbed in the way Tai's lips curved into a faint smile as he picked up the fork tongue without looking at Jungkook. Here, Hyuna. The pancake slid across the table to her plate, and Hyuna frowned at Jungkook. Hyuna, cook, are you even listening? Tai noticed the concern in her voice and glanced up. Seeing Jungkook completely spaced out with a small smirk, he snapped his finger playfully in front of Jungkook's face. Jungkook, tongue, cook, snap out of it. Jungkook blinked rapidly, shaking his head as he woke, waking up from the dream. Oh, yeah, sorry. He picked up his fork and started eating, but even as he chewed, his gaze kept drifting back to Tai. The way he stared his tea, the curve of his jaw, the little dimple that appeared when he smiled. Jungkook couldn't stop himself from watching, letting his eyes swell with affection. Cocked the glance and raised an eyebrow, smiling acknowledgingly. Someone is in good mood this morning. Jungkook nearly choked on his bed, shaking hesitantly instantly, but he didn't look away from Tai, not fully. Tai noticed it too, a faint blush spread across his cheeks as he caught Jungkook staring. It was regular afternoon on campus. The sun poured through the tall glass window of the university cafe, catching in Taeyong's soft brown hair as he sat hunched over the notes, a small pout on his lips. Across the table, Jungkook was helping him with an assignment, occasionally stitching glasses when Tai wasn't looking. Taeyong, I swear this economic project is trying to end me. Jungkook chuckling. You said the same thing last week about the history, is it? Taeyong, because they are both trying to kill me. Jungkook laughed, eyes crinkling, and gently nudged his shoulder against Taeyong's. Days passed like this, lunched together, late study night in the library. Jungkook walked Taeyong back to his dorm, even when it wasn't on his way. Hyuna started noticing. One evening, she caught Jungkook outside the library. Hyuna, hey, can we talk? Jungkook, sure. She crossed her arm, watching him closely. You have been busy lately, Jungkook. Yeah, classes project. You know the thrill. Hyuna, I know, but you used to have time for me too. Jungkook looked away for a moment. I'm just taking care of my best friend. He's been going through a lot. Hyuna frowned. You mean Taeyong, right? Jungkook nodded. Yeah. She let out a small sigh, half teasing, half serious. Seems like your best friend gets more of your time than your crush these days. Jungkook didn't answer immediately. His silence said enough. Hyuna softly. Do you even realize how much you have changed around him? Jungkook. Maybe I have, he said quietly, but don't think that's a bad thing. Before Hyuna could respond, Jungkook's phone buzzed, a message from Taeyong. Hey Cook, didn't you eat yet? Don't skip dinner. Jungkook's lips curved into a faint smile. Hyuna, it's him again, isn't it? Jungkook with a small smile. Yeah, he worries too much. He pushed his phone in his pocket, giving Hyuna a polite smile before leaving. As he walked away, Hyuna stood frozen, watching her long-term crush back disappear into the night, realizing that no matter what she said, Jungkook's word was already reserved around someone else. At at Jungkook's apartment. Two boys sat on the floor surrounded by open books, highlighters, and half-finished cups of coffee. Dong was grabbing something in his notebook when he suddenly looked up at Jungkook. Dong, hey, lately I haven't seen you with Yuna. What's wrong? Don't tell me you dumped her. Jungkook, who was flipping through his notes, looked up with a faint frown. No, I didn't dump her. I'm just busy these days. Dong, teasing. Busy or just not in the mood to date her? Jungkook didn't answer right away. He gave a small shrug, eyes looking down to the paper in front of him. Dong, curious now. So, you don't feel like being with her anymore? Remember when you used to tell me about her all the time? How she walked, how she looked, how you want to hold her hand, how you would get nervous around her, how you wanted to push her here, stand back and talk to her for us. Jungkook Pain stopped moving, his eyes lingering on the blank space between the lines. I don't know what I want anymore. Dong tilted his head confused. What do you mean? Jungkook sang. I just don't feel like that anymore. The excitement, the butterflies, none of it's there now. Dong frowned softly, voice low this time. Were you feeling for her really that weak? You're forgetting your own words, Jungkook. Jungkook looked up, then meeting Dong's eyes. Maybe they were never for her. Dong blinked, pain slipping slightly from her hand. What are you saying?